Today I'm going to be showing you how to manage your product pricing so you can create prices for your products that will have a higher chance of selling. Hey guys, my name is Phil and welcome to the Money Game YouTube channel. A lot of people have been asking me to do this, so I thought I would cover it for you guys today. Now before we get into that, I just want to say that I'm edging ever so closer to that 1,000 subscriber milestone. So if you are new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. That would be very much appreciated. And if you haven't already, for anyone new to this channel, I have a free starter guide you can actually download, which is linked down in the description, and that pretty much shows you how you can get started with TeePublic, Redbubble, and kind of gives you an idea of how to actually get into print on demand. And for those that are more experienced on Redbubble, that are trying to make Redbubble or TeePublic into a full-time job or full-time thing, there's a full paid course linked just below that as well. Your support so far has been amazing, so if you do get any value out of this video at any point, a like rating would be very much appreciated, as it keeps me motivated to keep bringing you guys videos. Now before I jump onto my PC and actually show you the best methods to go about product pricing is one of the most important things when it comes to Redbubble, as it will change depending on how long you've been doing Redbubble. So if you're someone who's new, who's just created an account, it will be different in comparison to someone who's been doing Redbubble for a while. Now if you are new, I have a part 1 to this video. This video will pretty much be sort of a part 2, and in part 1 I show you exactly what I used in regards of my product pricing to help me get started. I also show you in that first video's products that you should focus on if you want to be increasing your profits. So make sure to watch the part 1 to this video. I'll link it in the description and it'll be titled part 1. So if you just click that, there'll be more information there for you guys. I think it was one of my first videos as well. Right, with that said, I'm going to jump onto the PC now and we're going to talk product pricing and how it can help you increase your Redbubble sales. Right guys, so I've jumped onto my PC and I'm just going to be showing you how I product price and how you should go about it, whether you're new or whether you're someone who's been selling on Redbubble for a while. Now, when you first create an account and you go on product pricing, everything is usually around 20%, as you can see here. Some of my product pricing things have been slightly changed, as unfortunately this is the second time I'm recording this. For some reason it didn't work the first time round. But anyways, going through this, most of you guys will have everything marked up at 20%. And what I would suggest for the main things being things like t-shirt, greetings cards, I would suggest you change them. If you want to know specifically what the main things are, I've got a video that I'm going to link down in the description where I talk about the top 5 products to sell, so you can give that a watch and it'll give you an idea of what the main things are in regards of focusing on pricing. So when it comes to things like t-shirts, if you're someone who's just created an account and you're in a niche that's fairly small but there's still competition, I would suggest you change your markup to 15%, as you can see there. And once you've sold a few shirts, I usually say roughly around 10 shirts, I'll say for you guys to then boost it up to 30%. And if the shirt keeps selling, you can go all the way up to 50% and you will still be getting good results. If it's not selling, I would say keep it on 15% till it starts to build that traction, because that traction is what's going to push that product as well as your other products to customers. So that's something for you guys to bear in mind. As a default, I now leave my t-shirts around the 35% because I know I've got designs that sell, and most of my t-shirt designs as well are moving. And for those that aren't moving now, I know when it comes to the Christmas period, so October, November, December, they'll start selling. For more information on the best way to go about things like graphic t-shirt, A-line dress, leggings, if you watch my part 1 to this video, which was actually one of my first videos, I talk about how I price. I show you examples for certain things that I sold at a low profit margin and that I sold at a later date at a high profit margin, and how that works. So that video will also be linked below if you want a bit more information. The next thing I would say for you guys to worry about, or the main thing when it comes to profit margins, is stickers, in my opinion. Why? Mainly because the markup, the default markup is 20%. Now when you're selling stickers at a 20% markup, if you're from the UK, you're gonna make P's. If you're from the US, you're gonna make pennies, like literally next to it, nothing. So you want to be making sure that you're making the most of your stickers, especially if you have one that's selling quite well. I would recommend the entry markup for stickers to be about maybe 60%. Once you see that you're getting a couple of sales on something, I would say jump up all the way to 100%. I know it sounds ridiculous, but trust me, I get sales on 100%. And then once you see that you're doing really well, go up to 150. Now, I would never really recommend anyone to go on 150% unless you're doing really well on one item or on a few stickers. But the only other time I'll recommend for you guys to boost the markup this high on stickers is if Redbubble decide to go ahead and do a sale. Now, they usually do sales and give a discount code, and that discount code could maybe take off 20 to 30% off a sticker. Now, when someone uses that discount code, it takes away from your profit margin. So to counteract that, you increase your markup, and then once you increase your markup, you're making sure that you're not losing out on any money. I've never really heard anyone talk about that, so I thought I would just share it with you guys so you're bearing that in mind every time you see a sale. Now, I'm just going to put my sticker margin there, mark it up to 100% because that's where I like to stick around usually. Something that sells well as well, and something you guys should be paying attention to, is cases. So here with iPhone case, but obviously they do a range of cases from iPhone to Android. I always recommend to start at the 20% or even 15% if you want to see if your designs are going to sell, and then once the design starts selling, you can boost that up. Now, there's a way you can actually do it specifically for one product, and I'm going to go on to show you that before I do come off my PC, so just stay tuned for that. Moving on with the prints and cards section. Now, this section is a really powerful section. Posters tend to sell quite well on Redbubble. Ever since I started, I've always seen that posters have sold for me. My methods in regards of pricing to actually get your posters to sell consists of you guys starting from 15%, and as I've mentioned before, you start at a low price. Once you sell your first 10 things, you then boost it up. Stickers, I like to boost it up to 35%, mainly because you'd still be getting sales and you'll now be getting a nice little profit. The main thing that stands out from this section for me would be greetings cards. Now, you can already see there, got it showing at 95%. That's mainly because when it comes to greetings cards, I would recommend straight from the get-go you put them at a high margin. Now, I wouldn't say jump to 95 straight away. I would say jump to something like 80%. If you have a good design or you're in a good enough niche, you get sales. Like, no matter what, you get sales, because people are actually willing to spend a bit of money when it comes to greetings cards, because it's not always the easiest of things to find specifically customized birthday cards in shops. So when people are coming onto Redbubble and they're finding cards that are customized in the way that they want, they'll be willing to pay slightly more. So I always recommend for people to start on 80% when it comes to greetings cards. I usually stay around 95% or 100%. For the home decor section, there's a lot that can be said about this section, but I'm not going to talk about it again, as I've already gone very in depth in this section on my part 1 of this video. There's certain products in here that will literally be a game changer for your shop. So if you want to see what those products are, go in the link in the description, watch the part 1 that shows you how to get 1000% more profit on your items. Like, there's a lot of good information in there. And then finally, I'm going to finish off with some of the newer accessories. Now, when it comes to things like bag, stationery things, I would always recommend you guys leave it at the basic 20%. Never take it up unless you're seeing that you're getting a lot of sales on something specific. When it comes to accessories, especially masks, which have been selling quite a lot recently, I always say for people to start from 10%. I know it's low, I know the profit margin is quite low when you start at 10%, but this helps you to get your mask sales up. I have a specific mask myself that I think I sold 10 to 15 masks within 2 days with this strategy, and then after those 2 days I boosted my percentage up to 25%, and as it was already high in the rankings, sales kept continuing and I was able to leave those masks at 40%, and even till this day I'm still seeing sales on that mask. So that's a nice little trick you guys can try there. And as schools will be fully opening properly, I would say look into doing the same method when it comes to backpacks. Start at low percentage. Once you get your sales in, Redbubble's algorithm will push you up in the searchings, and then you can actually think about putting up your markup. Now, that's it for the main section. I'm going to jump onto the section where I tell you guys about how you can target the markup price of a particular product without affecting any of your other products as well. So yeah, let's just quickly jump into that. Right, so what you want to do is come onto this section. You pretty much select this section by going going on your manage portfolio, going on edit, and then selecting a product, whether it's a shirt or whatever it is. If you want a literal step-by-step on how to get to this point, I've made a video on my channel called Secret Selling Product on Redbubble. You watch that video, it shows you exactly how to get to this point, and it gives you some cool information as well. Once again, it will all be linked in the description. But once you get to this point, you can actually play around with your market prices, but it will only ever be for the one specific product that you're on. So for example, I'm currently on a t-shirt. You probably won't be able to see the design, as this is a t-shirt that's currently selling well for me. But in regard of this section, you can see there's a lot of different items that come under the t-shirt section. And let's say if we were to change this markup to 30%, it will only stay at 30% for this one design. It won't affect any of your other t-shirt designs or any of your other products in any way. You'd only change the markup for this one item. And this is really good, because if you see that you have an item that's taking off a lot more than any of your other items, you can boost the percentage up on the markup quite high. You make more money on that particular item without having to worry about affecting the sales of your other things that might not be selling as well and that might need to stay at a lower price, if that makes sense. But yeah, this is the last bit of information I thought I would share with you guys. That's actually very useful in my opinion. I'm just going to jump back to the camera. Right guys, so we've pretty much hit the end of the video. Once again, if you found any value from this video, please hit that like button. It would be very, very much appreciated. If you've reached this point of the video, comment "my price is nice," just so I can see how many of you guys are actually getting to this point of the video. And for anyone that's got to this point, if you have anything you want to see in future videos, let me know down in the comments. Also check out my Redbubble playlist to make sure if I haven't already made that video. But besides that, that is everything for today. Always remember, everything is rigged in your favor. Manifest success.